friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we're going to be learning how to draw Zoe in her yellow hoodie. So first we're going to get started with the eyes. So stepping over from the center, let's come further over towards the left. We're going to curve this line around, arching this over and through towards the side. We're going to line this up at the same height on the right hand side and replicate that. So we're just going to curve this line around, bringing this over and closing that off on the top. Let's thicken this up. So on the side, we're going to curve this around. We're going to bring that down, blending that in as we come in towards the side. Let's draw in two triangles as we come out on the side here. We're just going to curve those up slightly, coloring those in black. Then we're going to flip over on the left and just replicate that as well. Let's draw on the highlights of our eye now. So we're going to draw in a circle on the top left-hand side. And then we're going to come down on a diagonal, replicating that, just making that slightly smaller. Now let's come in and we're going to color the pupil in black. Let's come in towards the center now. For the nose, we're going to draw in a small arch line from left to right. And then coming down for the mouth, we're just going to draw in another curved line from left to right, closing that off. Let's draw in the eyebrows. So on the left-hand side, we're going to arch that line over and through towards the middle. We're going to do this from both sides, and we're just going to end that at the same height. We're going to step up. We're going to curve this line up and back down on the right, just coloring that in black. Now let's draw in the hair. So right in the center, we're going to draw in a small curved line from left to right. Now on both sides, we're going to curve this line up and in towards the top, and we're just going to end that at the same height. Closing off the rest of the bangs now. On the right hand side, we're going to curve this line back down towards the bottom. And then again, we're just going to curve this line up and over on a diagonal towards the side. Now from that point, we're going to curve this back up and in towards the top. And again, we're just going to end this at the same height. Let's draw in the bangs coming down the side of the face. So we're going to curve this line out, in, back across. We're going to flip over on the right hand side, replicating that, and we're going to end that at the same height. Now from that point, we're going to bring this line back up. We're going to extend this out and in. So we're just following the pattern of our line on the inside. We're going to flip across, replicating that on the right. Let's close off the bottom of the face now. We're just going to draw in a nice big curved line from left to right. Let's draw in the ear. So on both sides, we're going to draw in a half circle, lining that up at the same height on the right hand side and just replicating that. Let's add in the small detail line on the inside, so curving that line over on the top. And then moving underneath, just arching this around and in towards the hair. Let's close off the head on the top. From the center, we're going to curve this line out, and we're going to bring this line down on the left-hand side. And then we're going to do the same from the middle, curving this around, and then we're going to bring this back down on the right. Now let's come over. On both sides, we're going to curve this line around and then in. Stepping down again, we're going to replicate that, curving that over and through towards the center. And one last time, closing this off underneath, we're just going to arch this over and in towards the ear. Let's close off the collar of the neck now. So we're just going to draw in a diagonal line that comes in on both sides, joining that at a point in the middle. For the neck, we're going to come over and across on both sides. Stepping out, we're going to curve this line around and then up towards the chin. Let's move down. Let's draw on the string. So we're going to curve this line over on both sides. For the string, we're going to bring this line down, around, and then back up towards the top. And then now from here on the right hand side, we're going to curve this line down. We're going to do the same on the left. And then from that point, we're going to curve this around and then in towards that string on both sides. And then we're just going to extend that underneath towards the middle, leaving a gap. Let's close off the center of the hoodie now. So on the left-hand side, we're going to curve this line down, curving that in on the bottom. We're going to do the same on the right, curving that through. Let's close this off now with a curved line from left to right. Now let's come over and draw in the arm. So we're going to arch this line down and then in on the left-hand side. And then we're going to step over on the right-hand side, replicating that, curving that over and through. Let's close off the wrist. So we're going to bring this line down, over, and then up. We'll do the same on the left. Now we're going to draw in 2 diagonal lines as we come over in that space. Let's drop underneath the torso now. So we're going to curve this line down. We're going to do the same on the right. And then now from here, we're just going to close this off with a curved line from left to right. Let's draw in a straight line right in the center. And then as we come across from that, we're just going to leave an even amount of space as we draw in more straight lines coming out towards the right. And then we're going to flip over on the left-hand side and just replicate that, finishing that off. Let's draw in the small pocket now. So we're going to draw a diagonal line coming out on both sides, ending that at the same height. Now from that corner, we're going to curve this line over and through towards the top. And then now from here, we're just going to draw in a straight line that comes across, connecting that together. Let's draw in the hand. So for the thumb, we're going to curve this around and up. We're going to do the same on the left. For the first finger, we're going to curve this over and through. And then stepping over again one more time. Let's replicate that, closing that off. Now let's draw in the short. So from the center, we're going to draw in a diagonal line that comes out on both sides. We're going to curve this over and across towards the side. We're just not going to extend that line past the hoodie. Let's bring this line straight up towards the bottom of that hoodie now. And now let's draw in the leg. So we're going to draw in a straight line that comes down on the inside, ending that at the same height. We're going to come across on both sides and just replicating that. We're going to end that at the same height. Let's close off the sock. So we're going to draw in a curved line from left to right at the same height on both sides. And now let's close off our shoes. We're going to draw in a curved line from left to right. On the inside, we're going to bring this line down towards the bottom. Now from here underneath, we're going to curve this line over, in, and through towards the top. Let's draw on the sole of the shoe now. So we're going to curve this line over towards the outside. Let's draw on the tongue of the shoe. So we're going to draw on a curved line from left to right. Now on the inside, we're going to bring this line up and over. And then stepping across, curving this line up and through towards the top. And then we're just going to draw in 3 curved lines as we come across, leaving an even amount of space. Now we're going to draw in Derpy Tiger in the center, and we're going to come in with a really thin pen here. So we're going to start in the center for the shape of the head, curving this out and down on the side. We're going to step over on the right, just replicating that, ending that at the same height. Now from here for the cheek, we're going to curve this line around and in. And then we're going to close that off on the chin with a curved line from left to right. Let's draw on the ears. So we're going to draw on an arch line on the left-hand side. We're going to do the same on the right. Let's draw in the same pattern on the inside of the ear now. Let's draw on the nose. So right in the middle, we're going to draw on a small curved line from left to right. And then we're going to come underneath, drawing in another curved line, arching that up. Coming down for the mouth, we're going to curve this line over and up on the left and right hand side. For the teeth, we're just going to curve this out and back through for the fang. Let's close this off on the bottom with a curved line from left to right. And then from that corner, we're just going to curve this line back in on both sides. And then now moving up, we're just going to draw in 2 hearts on either side for the eyes. So on the left-hand side, we're going to curve this line around and in. On the right-hand side, replicating that, curving that over and through towards the middle. Let's move across on the right-hand side, arching this line around and down. And then again on the right, curving this over and through. And that is it. That's how you draw Zoey in her yellow hoodie. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thank you so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all on the next one.